Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new weekly tarot reading. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. It could be you towards somebody or somebody here towards you. You can also check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus placements, because if those are dominant in your chart, then they will also resonate with you as well. Okay. Remember also to comment down below. You guys have no idea how much your comments down below really help support me and my channel to grow. Okay, even if it's just one of those cute little emojis to help support the channel, letting me know how you enjoy these readings, which I hope you do. I hope that you find them very helpful as well. Okay, and big announcement also, I'm trying to get to 300,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Do you think that I can do it? Well, I think that together we definitely can. So if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and when you hit the notification bell, make sure that you hit all so that you can get notified. Okay, and of course, if you do enjoy these readings, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Thanks so much for your support. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into your dominant energy, and you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. All right, so here you have triggered. Oh, okay, so let's put that on the side. Very intense energy. Okay, this is literally, you guys, your reading is starting with a bang. Okay, look at that, a big bang. So this is as you can see, there's a gun there, and it's actually being shot, right? Somebody here is pulling the trigger, shooting that gun. So someone here being triggered this week, whether you or someone that you know, someone here that you are dealing with, someone around you. Okay, remember, this is a general reading, so this can be you towards somebody, somebody towards you, and or it could be any area of your life: love, career, family, friends, whatever area that pertains to. You take the reading however it resonates. But here with the number 77, you guys, you're protected. Okay, so don't get scared. This is nothing to be afraid of, because the number 7 represents divine protection and divine intervention to come, to help you out, give you a helping hand. But I see here that also, if you see the number 7707, 777 anywhere, just know that you are being guided in the right direction. You're being protected. But also the number 77 is equal to, 7 plus 7 is equal to number 14, which is equal to the number 5, right? 1 plus 4. So a lot of changes. You will be going through a lot of changes. Perhaps you are already feeling these changes that, a lot of times when you are taken out of your comfort zone for one reason or another, through change or sudden changes, there's an uncomfortable vibe to it, right? There's uncertainty that lurks around you, because you're like, oh my God, this is outside of what I'm usually comfortable in, or your usual routine, or the usual kind of way that you deal with things. And then all of a sudden it's like, somebody throws in, something, and you're like, okay, this is different. This is new. How am I going to handle it? Okay. So be aware, because somebody here might get triggered, whether you, somebody that you know. And it says here, people and places remind them of you. Whether this is you, where you, are trying to forget something that somebody did, something that somebody said, or, right now you don't want to see that person. Then all of a sudden you see something and it reminds you of that person, and then you get triggered. Okay. Or it could just be the fact that somebody here is getting triggered because they're seeing things that remind them of you. You take the reading however it resonates. It says here, panic, feel overwhelmed, cry, act out, withdrawn, or react defensively. When people get triggered, they go into different kind of, it's like a new version of them, right? It's like sometimes even for yourself, like say, for example, if you get triggered, after the trigger moment, after the explosion, after, this situation gets out of control, sometimes you think to yourself, gosh, what got a hold of me? I didn't even recognize myself. I don't know what got into me, right? And so, or what is getting into that person? I don't recognize that person. Who did that person turn into, right? They just turned into a monster or something. So, or a crybaby, or because again, getting triggered can affect any kind of emotion. It can affect anger. It can affect, sadness. It can affect people in a different way. So it's just a form of acting out. Okay. So there's some kind of energy here where, or somebody here could be reacting, getting triggered by withdrawing, by, keeping silent, not wanting to engage or disengage. Or reacting defensively, okay? Wanting to defend themselves all of a sudden. A lot of times when you feel the urge or the need to want to defend yourself and explain yourself, try to take a little bit of a step back and ask yourself, wait a minute, is something that they're saying triggering you? Because the need to want to defend, yourself so adamantly is usually a sign of a trigger. Okay, of course, it could be you doing this towards somebody else. Maybe you say something, you do something, and you're like, oh, whoa, I didn't mean it that way. What is going on here? Okay, so here, a strong, uncomfortable, emotional reaction to something that wouldn't ordinarily cause that response, right? A person here who is healed and who isn't really triggered, okay, or let's say, for example, let's just give you like a random example here. When you were a little kid, something happened where you loved eating carrots, and then you were in school and there was this little bully who always came around and took your carrots away. Okay. And so after that, you stopped eating carrots because every time you brought your little bag of carrots, that bully always took them away. Right. And so you grew up and you didn't release or heal that trauma. And so now when you see a bag of carrots, you either get scared, you get angry, or you start, becoming defensive, or you start looking for the enemy all around you, or you react in a certain kind of way, right? That's just a little example. Of course, this can be related to anything, any area of your life, love, career, family, friends, finances, okay? Whatever this is, but there's something here that is making a person feel emotionally uncomfortable. Okay, it's like triggering their emotions, and then they're reacting, right? They're just like saying something, doing something, acting a certain kind of way that wouldn't ordinarily cause that response had it not been for that sensitive spot. It's like somebody pushing a button, right? We're going to figure out if this person is doing this on purpose or not, because I do see that, there's a glove there, right? The hand that is, holding that gun, it's wearing a glove. And that to me represents someone who is trying to get away with something, right? Not take responsibility for shooting that gun. It's like they take off the glove and they leave the evidence there. They're like, nope, I'm not going to get my hands dirty. Okay. So there could be an element where somebody might be triggering another person on purpose, not wanting to take responsibility for that trigger, right? It's like when people try to, push your buttons and, poke you, and then all of a sudden you lash out and they take off the glove and they leave it there, and, then they blame you. Oh, well, you're the one who overreacted. I don't know why you're overreacting, right? They're kind of like doing that whole projection, okay, thing, or gaslighting, okay? So just be aware of those energies. Again, could be you towards somebody or towards you. If this trigger already happened, let me know in the comments below. For some of you guys, these energies have already been picking up for you. And the secondary message, it says here, I get so emotional when your name comes up, or when I see something that reminds me of you or of this thing or of this person. You triggered something inside of me that caused me to feel uncomfortable in my own skin. I don't understand these emotions. So again, if somebody here reacts this way towards you, or maybe if you react this way towards somebody, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on that person. It's just that there's like a very sensitive spot that, is being triggered. Okay. It's a highly emotional person here, or perhaps not normally highly emotional, but a highly emotional, sensitive spot rather. Okay. And that person is going to be feeling very uncomfortable in their own skin. Okay. Because it's like they're feeling threatened, right? A trigger is like feeling threatened in some kind of way, shape, or form. Now, let me know in the comments below what that's all pertaining to regarding your situation. Remember, it takes about 7 days for these energies to start developing, to start picking up. So if that trigger hasn't happened, hopefully it doesn't happen. We're going to get into the details as we move on to the reading. But I'm sensing here that for some of you guys, that trigger, it can happen. Okay. Again, from now, between now and the 7 days. But during that interim period, just know that, so that in case somebody tries to trigger you, you don't get triggered, okay? And instead, you try to think logically, or perhaps somebody here who you are talking to, and you don't want to trigger them. If you kind of know that it's a sensitive topic, a sensitive spot there, then you might want to think twice before speaking up in some kind of way, okay? Let's see. We're going to figure this out. And again, let me know in the comments below which area of your life this pertains to, because it can literally be any area: love, career, family, finances, friends, whatever that is for you. Now, at the bottom of this deck, you have the King of Swords. Yep. Okay. So I feel that you might be the one who could potentially be triggering another person. Of course, this can be vice versa, somebody here towards you. But if this is you, since this is your reading, okay, if this is you, I see that you are literally walking into places, situations, conversations, with some kind of stoicism, right? Just not really showing much emotion, being very practical, very logical. I'm getting even a little bit cynical, okay? Now, where is this kind of energy coming from? For some of you, it could potentially be that you're just kind of like, sick and tired of a person, and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to involve my feelings anymore, because every time I deal with this person, this situation, they always try to get to me. And so you might be already consciously knowing, okay, you know what? I'm not going to go into it with my emotions. Instead, I want to go into the situation with my mind, right? Logical, being a little bit cynical, okay? A little bit emotionally detached from the situation, that kind of vibe. But I see here that you've mastered something, whether you've mastered, a way of doing things, whether you've mastered recently some kind of creative process, or the way that a person, deals with you. You've mastered something. You're coming across as some kind of a master, or with some kind of mastery of something. Now, of course, if this is a person towards you, then that means that this individual might be coming across as rather logical, practical, even a little bit cynical, could be triggering you. You let me know in the comments below, okay? Now, in your, at the bottom of this other deck, you have pretending. As you can see in this image, there's a face there that was painted in gold, but now that gold paint, it's like sliding off, it's coming off, okay? It's like when you put makeup on your face and then maybe you're in a tropical location, it starts kind of like running down your face, okay? You start sweating, okay? And so there's something here where someone was pretending to be gold, but they can no longer hide that they have been in the darkness. They're not gold. It's like they've been pretending that everything is good, everything is gold with them, but then all of a sudden situations around them might trigger them, and they might start sweating, they might start feeling anxious about something, because the message here says pretending. I am tired of pretending that I am happy without you, and the silence is killing me. Wow. So if you have been in silence with somebody, or somebody with you, not for everybody, okay, that's just something that I'm getting there for some of you guys, then that means that somebody here has been pretending to be over you. You might see them on social media. Oh, I'm happy with my life. I've moved on. I've let go, right? But, the reality of it is that they're just pretending, and they're getting tired of pretending. Now this person is saying, hey, the silence is killing me. It's like they're ready to communicate. They're ready to even lash out. Maybe this person has a lot of pent-up emotions, pent-up thoughts that they've been holding on to. And a lot of times when people do that, when they don't release those emotions or those pent-up thoughts and energies, they hold on to it for so long that when a person, could be you, you mention a topic that has to do related to everything that they haven't told you, all of a sudden it's like they open up an avalanche of emotions, right? It's like they start lashing out, they start saying this, saying that. So be aware, because there's something like that, about to happen, or for some of you guys, it's already happening. Let me know in the comments below. This could be you. Are you the one that has been pretending like you don't care? Okay, like, oh, I'm over it, I'm all good, okay? But in reality, you're like, oh my God, the silence is killing me. I need to say something already. Maybe you're the one who's been holding on to communication, and you're like, I need to say something. I need to say something, okay? Whatever it is there for you. But in your challenge position for this week, you have here the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So I see here that part of your challenge has to do with you feeling a little bit like when is this finally going to happen for me? Like, you've been investing a lot of your time, energy, effort, maybe even money into an area of your life, whether it's a love relationship, career, family, friends, okay, or even on yourself. There's something here where you've been doing the work. You've been investing a lot into the situation and you're not seeing the result, okay? You're kind of asking yourself, gosh, where are my powers of manifestation? Like, you usually have that wand in your hand, okay? And you know how to work your magical wand, but right now you're like, why is this not working? And you tap on it, you check it, you blow on it to see what's going on with that magical wand. Why isn't your manifestation coming in if you have been putting in the work and the effort, okay? Of course, this could be frustration for some of you guys, having to do with the fact that you've been investing a lot of time or energy or money or love into a connection, job, career, idea, situation here. And I see that for a lot of you, part of the challenge is there's a lack of communication, whether the communication isn't coming towards you, you're waiting for somebody to say something, you're waiting for information to come in, or for some of you guys, you might be finding it difficult to communicate or to open up communication. Okay, you might be the one who is having somebody blocked, on your phone, or somebody blocked you on their phone, or there could just be some kind of silence, no communication at all. Okay, but this comes with a lack of clarity. I see here that for a lot of you guys right now, you don't really know what to do about this because you lack clarity. You don't have all the information that you need at this particular moment, okay? Now, I'm seeing here that you also have agreement. You both made an agreement to focus on yourselves first and then come back together as one. I see here that part of the challenge has to do with separation for some of you guys, whether it's temporary separation or some kind of separation there between you and another individual where there is either miscommunication, a lack of communication. But I see here that whether this was an actual agreement, like where you guys signed it or you guys, spoke about the agreement, or this is a soul agreement. And it says here, you both made an agreement to focus on yourselves first and then come back together as one. Right now, there could be a focus where you're focusing in on your own thing, doing your own thing. They're focusing on their own thing, doing their own thing. Okay. And then when you guys feel ready individually, independently, then there's like this soul commitment, okay, soul agreement where you guys are going to come back together as one. That is a potential for some of you. Okay, if you've been kind of like anxious, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? That could potentially be something that is happening where the agreement has been set. Okay, whether this is career, family, relationships, friends, whatever that is for you, let me know in the comments below. In the recent past, you have here the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Judgment. So in the recent past here, there was some kind of a big offer, okay? Whether you made a big offer towards somebody made a big offer towards you. But I see here that there was some kind of energy that was developing into something more, okay? Whether it was a relationship that was developing into something more serious, a job that was already, kind of like maybe you were starting to make more money or you had this big idea, okay? But there was something here, an offer that came through or that you made an offer in order to really kind of develop things, okay, further in some kind of a situation. But I feel that at some point you started to kind of feel a little bit apprehensive about this offer. If this offer came towards you, I feel like at some point you didn't really trust it. You were like, wait, is this real? Is this really going to develop into more? Because I feel like you started to feel like you weren't sure whether you can trust that person, whether you can trust that offer, that opportunity or not. Okay. Somebody here didn't trust the other, whether they didn't trust you, you didn't trust them. And then somebody here in the recent past started to take a little bit of a step back. They could have been spying, doing the research, trying to investigate you or the situation, okay, if this was you. But I'm sensing here that there was some kind of a wake-up call. You did learn some kind of a lesson through the energy there of taking a little bit of a step back. I feel like you learned some kind of a lesson. And for others of you guys, you became enlightened about something. It's like if it wasn't for you not taking a step back, who knows what would have happened. I feel like your intuition was guiding you, hey, you know what? You should take a little bit of a step back, even though maybe you didn't understand why you were doing that at that moment. But I feel that you ended up not regretting it because I feel that there was some kind of a higher calling that was kind of like telling you, hey, you know what? Don't go into that. That's not for you or something like that. Okay. For others of you, it could have been some kind of a reconciliation, whether you connected with somebody or something from your past. Okay. For others, it could have been that this person learned some kind of a lesson through the energy of you taking a step back. Okay. But I see here that somebody was definitely spying, watching. Maybe you felt like somebody was following you, or maybe this was you spying on somebody. Checking on your social media has become a new daily habit of theirs. That was something that was happening in the recent past, okay? Somebody watching, stalking, spying, okay? Or just doing research, that kind of thing. If you don't have social media, which you don't have to have, this just means that this person was trying to investigate you, or maybe you them. Now, in your present energies, you have here the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Five of Swords. So right now in your present energies, I do see that you and another individual are definitely kind of not seeing eye to eye, okay? I feel like you and somebody are both very confident, because you are kind of being represented by a very confident kind of energy here, and this other person is too. So it's kind of like I'm sensing egos getting a little bit in the way, okay, where you feel like you deserve more, you deserve respect, you deserve good treatment, but so does this person. And so I'm seeing here that there could be some kind of a disagreement happening right now, or maybe it already happened, but this is happening right now, where you're definitely not seeing eye to eye. Okay, you're not seeing eye to eye, and I'm sensing here that there is, or there could potentially be, one person in the situation who is trying to get away with something, or who is doing things just to kind of like out of spite, you know, to hurt the other person. I feel like this person, if there has been some kind of a disagreement already, or there will be some kind of disagreement, remember you do have triggered here. I feel like somebody is doing something on purpose to get more attention, to get your attention, to get other people's attention. I feel like this person also is some kind of, it's like a very deceptive energy, okay? Very deceptive energy, where if this person feels like they got away with something through their words, through their actions, or if this might be happening already or will be happening very soon, then this person is not going to be feeling happy about it in the end. They're going to, yeah, sure, maybe you're going to feel like, okay, yeah, sure, maybe that person got away with it this time, okay? But as they walk away, okay, feeling victorious, they're feeling a sense of an empty victory. They're not feeling good about it at all. Okay, of course, this can be you towards them as well. But I'm seeing here that there's missing piece here. You are my missing puzzle piece. We were made for each other. Somebody here is going to, you know, recognize and realize that they messed up. Like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. They're realizing right now, for some of you guys, if this already happened, that you are their missing puzzle piece. Whether this is in a job situation, maybe, you know, some kind of a coworker or your boss mistreated you, or, you know, said something really mean. I feel that if you are now kind of like, you know, wanting to find another job, or, you know, separating yourself from that person, or a relationship, that kind of vibe, I feel like this person is going to regret it, or is already regretting it. And they are realizing that you guys were made for each other. You are their missing puzzle piece. Like, they're going to feel empty without you. This could be an Aries energy. Doesn't have to be for everybody. But I feel like one person is very much so in their masculine energy. And I feel like it's this person. This person is very much so in their dominant masculine energy, where they don't want to give in. They don't want to give up. And they might have control issues as well. Okay, let me know in the comments below what that's all pertaining to. Also, we have here the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Star. So in the near future, I see that there's going to be some kind of opportunity for you guys, or for you, but I feel it's both of you guys, to kind of have some kind of a healing, okay? Whether this is between you and another person, or you and this particular individual, but I feel that there's going to be one individual who's going to come in to confess something. There's going to be some kind of a confession here about, hey, I'm sorry, I messed up, okay? I'm sensing here that instead of you criticizing that person, or being mean to them, or saying, yeah, I told you so, or whatever, you know, that kind of chip on the shoulder type of response, don't do that, because I feel that what is necessary here is for words of healing, okay, which is, you know, for you to, you know, kind of make that person feel supported, and also, of course, at the same time expressing, hey, you know what, that wasn't nice, I hope it never happens again. But try to not let it get to this triggering point. For some, if it's already happening, okay, this trigger may just erupt into something more, okay? But don't get scared even if that happens, because I see healing is on the way, okay? Healing will be happening between you and a person, between you and an individual. And I see here also memories. It says, the memories that we've made together forever replay in my mind. Our love is immortal. So I feel like you and this person do have some kind of love for one another, or caring towards one another, whether it's a family member, a friend, a coworker, a loved one, whatever this is. But I see here that there's definitely an energy where, you guys have made memories together, and, you guys might want to work something out. Okay. Now, let me know in the comments below what that's all about. Now, in your opportunity, you have here the Nine of Swords, the Magician, and the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, in your opportunity, I am sensing here that you're going to have an opportunity to finally manifest in the right way. Okay. Because right now you've been feeling like you are not manifesting. You feel like what's going on with your powers of manifestation, but you're definitely going to have an opportunity to manifest, to put in the work, to put in the effort into that manifestation to make it happen. Now, what I am seeing here is that there could be people around you who might go against what you want to manifest, who might try to talk you out of whatever it is that you want to manifest, but do not give up. Okay, do not give in, do not give up, do not fold, because I feel here that you can change this situation for the better. Okay, for others of you guys, I am sensing here that you're definitely going to have some kind of an opportunity to change something up, right? Because the Magician here, he changes one thing to another, something negative into something positive. I'm sensing that you're going to have an opportunity here to change in some kind of way yourself, your demeanor. Maybe you want to change in your job. Maybe you want to change the way the relationship has been. Maybe you want to move from where you live right now, but I'm sensing here some kind of monotony that you need to break, or that you've been wanting to break for quite a while. And I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a shake-up, a little bit of a wake-up call for you, in order for you to kind of feel that energy of activation. I'm sensing that right now you've been in a very monotonous connection, situation, job that has been feeling rather boring, rather stale, and that's exactly why your manifestations are not happening, because you are kind of trying to create from a space of boredom, from a space of no inspiration, lack of inspiration. I feel here that a change, okay, even if it's a little small change in some kind of way, even if it's like a change in like, scenery even, okay, I feel like that's definitely going to bring in some kind of inspiration, motivation. But again, do not give up, because you definitely can manifest something. You can change it, even if other people around you may say the opposite, okay? Now, you also have here the energy of introverted. I know that I don't say this enough, but I truly do love you. Somebody here who has been very quiet about their feelings and emotions, okay, that they do feel for you or you for them. They're coming into the reading saying, I know I'm an introvert. I know that I don't say this enough, but I truly do love you. Whether you towards them towards you. If you see a butterfly, that is an indication there of change. Something here needs to change, is about to change, but go along with those changes, because these changes are trying to take you to where you need to be or where you want to go. Now let's go ahead and jump into your yes or no question answer. And you can go ahead and ask a yes or no question, and you will be getting a yes or no answer to that question. Okay, I'll give you a couple seconds here. All right, is this a yes or a no? Is this a yes or a no? Ready? Okay, and the answer is yes. Oh my gosh. So here with the Page of Cups, you're definitely going to get an offer, whether it's an offer of love. Okay, you're going to meet somebody new, offering you something, a new job, a new career, an opportunity here. For others, it could be a friendship. Somebody here is going to offer a friendship, or, it could be an apology for some, but it's definitely an offer, the Page of Cups. For others of you, it could be that somebody here is ready to express themselves, open up emotionally in some kind of small way. Nothing big, nothing grand, but something small. Whether you towards somebody here towards you, but your message or your answer is yes. Okay, whatever you asked. Now we're going to be going into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.